Hello, everybody, and Dusty.
What's going
How
on,
are you?
brother?
How are
Oh,
you feeling?
I don't know what to think of that game, man. Like, it was good to see him come back, but there's still some patterns there, man, and it's really frustrating seeing.
Yes. So, what would you rather do first here on Puck and Stoner Dad? Would you rather share a story that's funny about your work, or give us the rant that you said you had?
I think we gotta talk about that game because it's pretty
Let's
fresh.
get right into it.
All right, so we all seen it. We all saw Lil Grin go down. He got slew-footed, whatever you want to call that. Not one guy on the ice does anything about it. Not one. No one fucking looks at him. No one's chirping at him. You got one guy on the bench that's chirping at him that Marchand's not even going to fight him because why would he trade him going off the ice with a guy that plays 6 minutes? Team toughness is not built through this team, that's what we were said. Okay, this is what we got all these guys for, is build snot and bring it in the whole freaking to the entire team, and it's just not happening.
No, not much is happening. We got a little bit of a flirtation from them at the beginning of the year, and now it's like
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
same thing every game.
And I know he's not going to fight every game, and I get that, but like,
Yeah, and you
no big
can't,
hit.
but still, if someone does something dumb, you should
Exactly. Like
grab somebody.
Nylander going into the boards. Like,
Exactly.
what was that game? Oh, that was the Chicago game. Like, no one's doing anything. Like, is this going to be a team that can survive through the playoffs at that rate? I get it's 10 games in, but these are
Yeah,
patterns
it's
we're
10 games
seeing.
in, but did you hear? Well, I don't know if you heard because I was listening to the Boston broadcast because regional blackouts and stuff, but they were talking about Montreal and Buffalo like they had already made the playoffs.
They
Not to
are
pick
already
on
through.
Montreal
Yeah.
or Buffalo, those were the two teams I remember him saying, but he had listed a bunch of teams that are doing well and are in playoff spot. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be great to see new blood in the playoffs this year." And I was like, "Huh? We're in what?
There's
No,
still lots of time left,
November?
but yeah, there's teams that do look really good.
Yeah, there's teams that look great, but holy crap, we can't be saying anybody's in the playoff spot right now."
No.
No,
No, it's not like
there's no such thing as a playoff spot right now.
no, not at all. It's too
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I had to have a laugh about it. I thought it was funny. Not to pick on those teams. Like, I'd love to see them all in the playoffs. I'd love to see another round of Toronto and Montreal.
That
But
would be
I
good.
wouldn't say Toronto's in a playoff spot. I wouldn't say Boston's in a playoff spot right now. Not 10 games in.
No one's you can look at it, but like Toronto's had that history of starting
Slow.
October, yeah, slow, and then November they come on and they've set records in November before. But
Yeah.
you want to look at long-term patterns of a team too, right? Like just the toughness and not sticking up for each other, and
Yeah.
that's my piece on it because no one wants to do anything.
It's
Revo's not
just
always going to be on
sad.
the ice.
It's sad because, like, last year we were talking about the same thing, not on a podcast, but in DMs.
Yeah.
And like, you go out and you get Ryan Reeves, and
Ryan Reeves will
he's
fight.
not making a difference.
Max Domi, man. Like Max Domi's
Max
been the one who's
Domi,
throwing it.
he's
Not
not
even Max
making a
Domi
difference.
doing anything. Yeah, like someone just dropped the gloves besides Revo.
I really think that, I honestly It's not even his dad being Ty Domi at this point. The only reason we think Max Domi is tough is because of that one time he fought Alex Petrangelo.
That, but not even necessarily he's tough. Not even he doesn't even have to win the fight to prove a point. Like it's we're boys and you don't mess with us. Like
At least be annoying.
yeah, you're gonna do something
Bunting
like
did
that.
that.
I'm gonna punch you in the head for doing that. You might be able to punch me 3 times, or I'm gonna hit you that once.
At
And
least
then you go in. Do I want to get punched in the head for doing something stupid tonight?
most people say no.
Yeah, I guess we're not hockey players, but
Marchand, he'd probably say yes, but who am I to judge, I guess?
yeah. That's my thing. What else did you think of the game tonight?
Well, I was all over the place. It was really good hockey. It was fun to watch. There wasn't a lot of penalties against Toronto, so like not a lot of people will be able to cry on Twitter, I guess. But it was fun to watch. Samsonov looked great.
He did. He didn't look like in the shootout, not so much, but you can't read into that. Shootouts.
Shootout, whatever. Yeah. Some people got it. Some people, maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. But I wouldn't hold a shootout against them. That's pressure on a whole different level. I mean, someone's going to be like, well, you should be able to count on your starter to show up in a shootout. Well, fuck, for the first fucking 6 games, we couldn't expect them to show up in the first period. So we're just happy we got him for 3. And overtime. He did great in overtime.
A shootout's a crapshoot. Like I found shootouts kind of ruining games.
Get rid of the shootout.
Was that 3-on-3 not interesting? Like you had a penalty kill on it. They killed off a penalty. They looked great on that penalty kill.
I like the 3-on-3 just because there's so much ice. But get rid of the shootout.
They need to tweak overtime still though.
4-on-4 run time.
Well, I don't mean it like that, but I mean like I don't know. Is a shot clock the answer? Is getting it not allowed going past like the red line an option, or like your own blue line, say like you can regroup, but you got to regroup in the neutral zone? Because I just find it's looking for that outlet pass, pushing, circling around, and looking, regroup back.
If you wanna flirt with basketball rules, why not this? What if like not golden goal? What if just extra time?
So what you mean, like go to a period?
20 minutes, an extra period.
Yeah.
Someone scores, sure, good for you, yay, team. But like they can still score, so let's fucking go.
Yeah.
An extra period. And then if it ends like that, another extra period.
Yeah, they do that for overtime, basically.
Yeah, just like the NBA. Just like the NBA.
Yeah, but
I mean, we steal everything from the NBA except for their income. So
pretty much. They have that, but that sudden death, like it is nice because it's such entertaining hockey. They just need to find a way to make it like it used to be so arcadey, and now it's getting to being so defensive. Like, yeah, I know. We're experts. We're just 2 guys, smoking a lot of weed and
too much, maybe.
Watching hockey.
Never too much. Yeah, we're getting mad at hockey.
Yeah. So,
but no, it was overall pretty good game. I liked it.
I thought Sammy looked a lot more confident.
He looked way more confident, and it was nice to see. It was nice to see a goal from Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we don't have to cry about it.
Matthews gets a goal, and Willie extends his point streak even longer.
Yeah, Sportsnet has something to tweet about in the morning.
Yeah, that kind of was not gonna like. Well, let's talk about that one too. Like, what did we think of the game on Tuesday against LA?
The game on Tuesday, okay, so I've got a couple complaints. First of all, the stream was trash. I was watching two girls standing on a staircase with the three dots of death for 15 minutes.
For the stream.
Yeah, I had to stream it because it was blacked out in New Brunswick.
Oh, okay, true. So I actually have an Android box as well, and that's how I watch my games. And I switched over to the ESPN feed. So I saw some people
I
talking
did
about it,
that too. I tried
and
it.
it is such a better feed. Like, it's such a
I
better broadcast.
Yeah, that's what I had on tonight, and it's much better.
Yeah, like they had who was it? Last night they had Tuesday night PK Subban and Mark Messier, and they're wearing like Halloween costumes and like gimmicky, yeah, but
Whatever.
yeah, it works, right?
Yeah, we're talking about it, so.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, you got Wall, right? That was his first kind of off game. It wasn't a good game. It wasn't like he still
See,
made some.
I don't
You
feel he
go.
played that bad in a loss. That's one of those ones like I looked at the team in front of him and it was I don't know. I don't think they made their flight back to Toronto.
Yeah,
Because like you're hanging a rookie goaltender out to dry, right? Like,
yeah,
what do you expect?
and that's the thing. He's a rookie goaltender. You can't expect like a stand on head performance to get them to a 1-0 game when they play like that.
Exactly. Like, don't get me
He's not
wrong,
going to
goalie.
Dominic
Yeah,
Hasek his way into a win column.
yeah. Like
Not
goalies are
yet.
going to steal games, but you still need your team to show up and score goals for you too, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like
And
if you get a couple.
after games like he just played where he was already playing really well, like he needs a team in front of him after the games start to, one after the next.
Exactly. So like, I don't know. Like tonight they played better for sure. They played a lot more defensive, and we're gonna see after Liljegren goes down, like what? Because I guarantee he's probably gonna be long term.
Yeah. Oh, that looked painful, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like he
I
couldn't
had
even
to
get
get
off the
up and
ice.
walk around. I had to get
Yeah,
up and walk around. Like, oh,
he couldn't even get off the ice.
well,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, yeah. I can still see it. Didn't look
Wasn't
fun.
nice.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Wow, yeah, he went into it was awkward. And like
Really
you said, every Leaf is like a guy who has a crush walking into the room, and he's in high school. He just looks at the floor.
Exactly.
What? Violence?
Yeah, looking for
No.
what? Someone to do something, but no one wants to step up. Like, it's so frustrating. Like,
but it's been going on a while, so we can't be too surprised.
it is though when you brought certain guys in to do certain things, though.
Yeah, and I guess we got like more than just a Kyle Clifford. Actually, funny enough, Kyle Clifford could probably make an impact right now.
Well, excuse me. So, like Ryan Reeves, we didn't sign him to play hockey. Like
No.
he's just gonna play. Like, is it a waste of a roster spot?
I just feel like it's coming from somewhere. Like it's not like
I remember you said you did have that theory last show saying that you think he's injured.
yeah,
Is it a hand? Maybe did he break a hand in a fight?
maybe. And like, well, how much are they paying him? A lot.
I believe it's 1 point something.
Yeah, for 1 year.
3 years, I believe he's on.
Who was the 1 year deal? There was so
Klingberg was
many
1 year.
Okay.
Klingberg was 1 year. Yeah, so he's $1.35 million for till 2025, 26 season. So 2 more
Nice.
seasons after this season.
Well, maybe it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, yeah, he could definitely be having an injury, but like, I'm almost thinking like it's like a coaching thing.
I agree.
Like Tree Living can bring in the snot,
Yeah.
but like Keith has to put the snot in the Kleenex. That's a fucking stupid analogy, but that's what I'm going with.
well, let's use that one. But I agree, right? Like, is this a coaching issue? Because
And now
Sheldon,
I can't
Sheldon
wait
gets
for
coached all the time.
I can't wait for the time of the year when we start to do the Keith losing the room theory. It happens all the time, but yeah, maybe then we can look back to this, but maybe
But
he's
a
the
lot
one
when
saying,
people use the points though is like during the season, yeah, sometimes you can lose the room for a little bit, not permanently, but like I don't know.
oh yeah, you can get it back. You just gotta fucking change your fucking tune, I guess.
I still feel I think it's the same Sheldon Keefe. Like if you get a new GM, I think you got to bring in your guy as GM. That's Dubas's guy, right? Like
So bring in a new coach. You mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which would really suck because I'd need a new profile picture, but I'd like to see a new dynamic because it's almost like the same thing. And I mean, I'm just fucking making a stoned and half cut fucking cast. But I could definitely see like hey, yeah, you're here to fight, but why don't you fight one every 5 or one every 6? Because we need you to fucking be there to play some hockey too. We don't have the money to bring anybody up right now.
That could be the issue, yeah. But like I don't know, he can't play hockey.
He can't play hockey, no. Well, like he can lay a hit every now and then. That's hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm just being a smart ass.
You're
not
right.
an argument.
But if it comes to a point though, like you said, if he could lay a hit, but like if he's laying hits, that means they're usually like lacking the possession, right? And that's what I find is the issue with that line is they get hemmed in their own zone and causes some headaches. Like,
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I'll never be behind the Leafs bench. So we'll just have to continue to speculate it and smack our head off the table.
Yeah, pretty much.
As long as they keep fucking up, we'll have a show.
Yeah. Well, other people can fuck up bots too. But yes. So what else are we talking about?
Well, we were just talking about Ryan Reeves hitting, right? So, like, what about that McAvoy hit?
Oh. And so you hear what they announced during the broadcast too, right? He's appealing that suspension.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I thought he should
I
have got more
don't.
games.
Yeah, I could. I think 4 is good because, like, usually you never know what to expect, and
Mm-hmm.
it's usually they hand out less than they should. So, like, 4 is like what I thought might happen,
It's a
and
start
4 is
for that
what he
kind of thing.
got.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but
I don't
like,
think he's. I don't
yeah,
think
he
he's going
should
to
have
win the
got
appeal.
more. He
Yeah.
definitely should have got more. Like, I'm surprised they gave 4 because they usually, well, you never know what to expect with them. But like, yeah, he should have got. He could have definitely deserved more. Like the puck was a country mile away,
Yeah. And it
nowhere
was like
near him,
right to the head too.
and he's just skating, and then
Yeah.
like no elbow, but like
It looked bad.
right to the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. It looked really bad.
It looked horrible.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't an accident.
No, it definitely wasn't now an accident. That's for sure.
But yeah, like if he got more, I wouldn't have been upset. Like
Do
that
you
was
think he's
quite.
going to win the appeal? Like, do you see Gary
I
Bettman
don't
being
know.
like? I see Gary Bettman upholding that.
I I don't know how he would win that.
I don't know either. But their argument is the Rasmus Anderson hit earlier this year on Patrick Laine. Patrick Laine
Yeah.
missed games where Ekman Larson played the next game. But like, should they look at injuries to spend more? Like, if they've done that in the past, then guys that got knocked out for like half a season should have been getting suspended 10, 12 games, whatever, at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think he should fucking win that appeal, even if they look back at injuries. Like, man, it's like, yeah, okay, cool. He didn't get injured. He's lucky.
yeah,
You still came at him like a fucking idiot, so you should get the 4 games.
100%. Like, you can't
Sit and
come.
enjoy it.
That's the exact thing they want to get out of the game. That's the exact thing that should be out of the game. Like,
Yeah.
that's uncalled for. I like a nice chippy game, big hits thrown, everything, but
Well, yeah, I like the big hits thrown where the guy gets up and like shakes his head and is like, "Whoa, I should have kept my head up and keep skating."
exactly.
Like you can clean someone's clock and they get up and keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to fight afterwards, especially a nice, clean, open ice hit. If Buddy gets up and keeps skating, like why are we fighting afterwards?
Yeah, you shouldn't have to fight.
Not after every hit, after a stupid play, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if the same player's getting hit 2 or 3 times and it's noticeable, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But geez, like man, it's almost like they don't I don't want to say it, but it's like they don't want to have any kind of
There's no accountability in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the NHL wheel of inconsistency. Like, one day it's this, the next day it's this. Like,
Yeah. Who knows the rules? Well,
yeah,
we can all
like,
look at the rule book, but who knows what rule they're gonna, it's like, yeah, who knows what they're gonna enforce.
So our boy told me on Twitter. I'm on checking. I see it right now. He says, "What if the Leafs having no pushback and not wanting to get into scraps and skirmishes is something the coach is asking this player to stay away from? Starting to look that way to me. It's way too common. And great guys come here and start to look baby shit soft. Let them bang." That's a really, really good point. Like, yeah, man, just watching that, like, it's fucking gross. That Marchand's like, that's bullshit. I don't get how that doesn't get called.
But we're not allowed to complain about repping, though. Didn't you hear?
No, we're not supposed to, I guess.
Never.
Well,
no, we've got the best officials in all of major sports.
I guess so.
It came right from the mouth of Bettman.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they did.
After he pulled... Never mind. Cut.
We're late night. Late night show.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so... man, I don't even know what strain I'm smoking right now, but it's got me friggin' loopy right now.
I could kind of tell.
Wow. I see. Okay, so I don't know if you saw my tweet. Like, we can branch off hockey for a minute. Yeah. This is a fucking general show.
Yeah.
I'm usually indica only. So,
yeah.
like, I can smoke indica and go about my day. And right now, I just got a little treat strain, and it's sativa.
Ooh. So I'll get. Yeah.
It's like
I know.
High school.
Yeah. Because that's what I actually usually get indica too.
It's like an espresso, man. Everything's vibrating.
Fuck it. Yeah. Well, I actually had what was it? A double espresso when I was in Montreal, and holy, chug that! Oh my god, man! You can feel it like through your veins.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
you can like you take a sip of it and you feel it in the face. I find anyway.
Yeah. So like back to the weed thing. Are you can you get vape cartridges like this?
Oh yeah.
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 So apparently in Montreal you can't. Like in Quebec.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, because when we were there, we were looking for them. And I'm like, yeah, we're like, do you have like these? She's like, yeah, they're legal in Montreal or Quebec.
I didn't know that.
Might have been just Montreal, but it could be Quebec. I'm not sure, but yeah,
it could be very well be Quebec. They're weird, man. But yeah, we got them here. You can get them like there's a store right beside my house that sells them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cannabis NB. Right beside my house.
That's handy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to live pretty close to a store. I live a little bit down the road from one, but I got to drive to get there.
Oh yeah, no, it's dangerous here. You don't have to drive, you just have to walk down the sidewalk.
Well,
And there's
depends
on
who's.
the other side, there's a Subway, and beside the Subway, there's a McDonald's.
Oh, that's like one-stop shop,
A very dangerous one-step shop. And
right?
if you really need to at the end, there's an oil change spot and a Costco for gas.
Oh, there you go. Get the munchies and go into Costco and spend like $600.
Oh, I don't go into Costco.
No,
No.
why?
You think I'm weird because I smoked a little sativa before a stoner podcast? You should see me in Costco. Oh Lord, the crowd is too much.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of stupid people with shopping carts that they can't control because there's $800 of shit in it.
Yeah, know exactly what you mean.
I hate Costco.
Costco is something else. Yeah, I agree.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And the traffic that having a Costco beside me brings.
Oh, no doubt.
It's
busy
not.
street and
If my son has hockey practice at 5 in the afternoon,
yeah,
I gotta leave at like 3.
really that bad, eh?
Oh yeah, I'll sit in my driveway for an hour and a half.
That's brutal.
Man, have you ever seen the show Full House?
I don't know, probably.
It's got like it was like the first show with the Olsen twins and Uncle Jesse.
Few episodes.
Okay, well, like in the intro, it shows their house, and it's like 2 feet off the busiest street in San Francisco, and there's like cars everywhere right in front of their house.
Yeah,
that's literally what my house is like.
Really?
It's horrible. Our backyard is huge, right? But the front yard is 10 feet. And then it's the busiest street on all of Moncton.
Jeez.
Yeah. Just like transport, fire trucks, ambulance, people driving to warehouses. It's crazy, nonstop all the time.
Wow. Eh? I'm in like a fucking subdivision.
Oh, I used to live in a subdivision. I miss that.
Yeah, it's quiet. But
I want to get out of the city completely.
Yeah. What do you think? In the country?
Yeah, that's where I grew up. So I'd love to be back in the country.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
still be able to do your roofing.
Yeah, that I'd be able to do a lot more of my own and less for the other company because I balance the two.
Yeah.
And if I was to be out in the country, there's a lot of like there's not a lot of roofing companies around.
Yeah.
So like they depend on the one guy around who knows what he's doing. So I'd be able to get everyone's house just like that. But where I'm in the city, I find it easier just to do flat.
Yeah. Is that what you do a lot of, just flats?
That's what I do full time right now.
Oh yeah.
On a weekend I'll do shingle jobs.
Yeah.
But Monday to Friday flat.
So like that's mostly like businesses and that, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the past 2 weeks I've just been going all over New Brunswick cleaning gutters.
Oh really?
On superstores.
Yeah.
Yeah, and going up in a scissor lift with a dustpan and a big garbage bag and scooping out everything you find in there because they're all plugged up and you got to get them cleared out for the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to work for a company that used to do that kind of stuff. We used to do like eavesdrops and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gross.
We
The things you can find.
we didn't really do the commercial stuff of it, but we did like a lot of residential and like apartment buildings,
Sweet.
condos.
Sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love the gutters. They're full of surprises.
And gross and smelly and
Like you gotta wonder, especially when you're like 30 feet up on a superstore.
yeah.
Like how did a plastic bag full of chicken bones get up here? Why up here? How?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you find it. We found a guy's hat up there, like nice hat too, Bass Pro. Wouldn't wear it now, but it was nice in his day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Wind might have got
chilling in
it.
the gutter.
Yeah, Wind got it.
Yeah, the hat definitely the wind cut, but the
bones.
bag of chicken bones was
No.
pretty high up. That was real high.
Yeah.
I think someone was just eating lunch on the roof and threw it down from like the roof above.
More than likely, yeah.
But we're way too baked and getting on tangents, man. Talking about chicken bones and like, did people sign up for this? Probably.
Well, you know, they knew it when they came to our podcast. So, all right, what we want to talk? What's next then?
Eavesdrops, scissorless. Next, we'll talk about torching Cap. No, I'm just kidding. We are not going to talk about that. So, quite the situation happened this past week. It was quite sad, actually. I don't know if you want to take the reins on this, but
let's see. You go for it.
Adam Johnson, who played in Pittsburgh and then played in Sweden, Germany, and England, he was part of a huge fuck up on the ice where I don't know how to say this respectfully, but got his throat cut wide open by a skate. And did you see the video?
I actually did, yeah. It was very disturbing.
Very disturbing. And like I don't really feel like people should be sending the guy hate mail and saying that he's a malicious offender. It kind of looked to me like he kind of lost his balance and it was like a freak accident.
It looked weird, yeah, but like it's hard to say when a guy's skating at you and hits you, right? Like the people compare, well, when I played hockey, well, you weren't like a 220-pound grown man, professional athlete like these guys are. So you don't know how your body would react to getting a hit like that. But it's a very, very unfortunate kind of thing, and like it's very unfortunate that something like that has to happen for everyone to look at. Oh, maybe we should actually be wearing neck guards because like we have knives on the bottom of our feet and they could be dangerous.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, neck guards are only like kind of the answer because the neck guards they have now, they're pretty good. Yeah, they're better than what I had when I was a kid. But like, man, even my son's neck guard, like, there's room for error.
There is, yes, but it's
a way better.
A lot less.
Yeah, it's a lot less. Like, it's better to have it, but it would almost be better to revisit it with like, I like the turtleneck ideas.
Yeah, the Kevlar in the neck.
Yeah, like it
yeah. So that's what the neck guards aren't going to like prevent an injury, right? Completely. Like it's basically there to like so you're not getting the incident that happened.
Yeah,
right?
but like
Something that
even
can
with
still.
the way those neck guards are, man, like they're shifty and stuff. Like a skate could still catch skin if it's like,
Mm-hmm.
right now they're not even wearing them. So how do we know these guys aren't just going to slap a neck guard on, right?
And that's what kind of they're looking at with the NHL and the NHLPA right now.
Yeah, like I think it should be like form fitting and like part of the shirt, so you can't cut corners. Cause like
Yeah.
I know like you see guys in beer league throw on a neck guard and like half the fucking stuffing's fluffing out and it's like dangling around their neck, but they got their fucking neck guard on.
Yeah.
These players right now don't even wear one. So what are they gonna like? Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have nice neck guards and they're gonna look nice and flashy, but are they gonna be fucking bulky? Are they gonna cover this much? Like,
Exactly. You do have yeah. Like, are they gonna wear them? Probably not. Like, you don't
yeah,
even have
like
the
are they
full
even gonna
NHL.
wear them?
You don't even have the full NHL that are wearing visors right now. You still have
Yeah,
guys like Ryan Reeves and who else? There's a few guys that don't wear them. Ryan O'Reilly, like he doesn't wear one. And to me, that's like that's bizarre.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I would definitely want to wear a visor.
Yeah, like I don't a visor for sure, but like I'd almost want a college cage at me. Maybe I'm a bit of a baby. Maybe it's because I was a goalie, but fuck the thought of like I got to go on the ice with my kids now, and I've got a helmet, and it doesn't have a visor, and I feel so fucking exposed, and they can't even get the puck off the ice.
Yeah, no
But when
kidding.
they fall, their sticks fucking fly.
Exactly, and it comes and hits you in the face.
I'd like a cage, me.
Be that parent out in the bird cage.
I'd go college style, half fucking visor, half cage, mean tinted visor, safety glasses underneath.
Yeah,
Mean fucking business.
it's jokes.
In later news, Ottawa, we talked about them enough last week, didn't we?
I don't know. I think we could talk a little more.
Well, they're currently looking for a new GM. It's Steve Staios stepping in for Pierre Dorian.
Pierre Dorian fired, eh? And
yeah.
they lose
Oh,
a
yeah.
draft pick.
Yeah, don't let the door hit him. What?
And they lose a draft pick.
Yeah, and they lose the draft pick. Which, like, okay.
That's still, man. So they have a choice between the next 3 years.
Yeah, 24, 25, or 26.
So,
and like, look at Ottawa, right? Like, they're not very good, so it's probably going to be a good draft pick every year.
Well, it depends, though. Like, if they're going to be in that competitive window too, though, of making the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make fun of them.
So, what does that mean for that pick, though? Like, that pick is a big asset in a trade.
I'm not. Yeah, it was.
like when do you choose to use it? Like,
well, like what year would you pick?
Yeah.
And when do they have to pick by? Like, is there a date where they have to be like, this is it?
I think it's I think they have right up into the draft to decide what year they want to, so they can go, okay, we don't want to use it this year. Well, I'd imagine up until next year's draft. I mean,
If I was Bettman, I'd make them pick next week. Imagine they get we're doing good this year. Like we're looking to finish dead last and win the wild card, so we don't want to surrender it this year.
yeah.
We'll look at next year, the year after.
And then,
they should pick next week. Fuck them. They should pick next week.
They should have to pick, yeah. Like, I know, I do think they should.
But yeah, I mean, like if that's how it's ran, then I would just wait to see how things are going right before the draft.
Yeah.
I couldn't even give you a definitive answer right until the day of the draft. Like
at the same time, though, you would have to. Well, you might have to decide before the draft, though, too.
We just won the Stanley Cup. You can have it.
Yeah. Well, they can say if they trade it. So if they trade, say this year, they trade their first round pick on the deadline, then obviously they're choosing not to, be that pick.
I guess, yeah. Unless they fucking pull some shit like they just did, and then they trade that first pick. Say they trade the 2025 pick, and then they pick the 2025 pick. Yeah, let's void that one. Then St. Louis has it.
Yeah.
Then St. Louis fucking sues them, and then we're doing this all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the NHL, boys.
Welcome to the show.
No, I don't think that's how they'd play it, but fuck. That was pretty crafty there, telling Vegas that he had no trade clause. How do you say that?
No, I think he had a no move clause.
But trade clause?
Yeah, something like
no
that.
No move clause?
He had a 10-team no trade list or something like that.
And Anaheim just happened to be on it.
But they didn't tell Vegas. So the original trade was Ottawa traded Dadonov to Las Vegas.
And then Vegas wanted to trade him to Anaheim.
And they didn't tell Anaheim about the 10-team trade trade list.
Yeah. Well, they didn't tell Vegas.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Sorry, Vegas.
And then Vegas tried to trade him to Anaheim, and they were
yeah, he was like, no, you can't because they're on my no.
Not today.
Yeah. So like that was a mess. I remember all that, and it was like, what the heck's going on? I didn't think, but there's one thing that does bug me about that. How come Ottawa had to pay more of a price than Chicago for that whole hiding the sexual assault case against the league and covering that up?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I said that at first just because I had seen it on Twitter, and like I thought it was interesting. But like, the way I'm starting to look at it is like, I wouldn't even want to punish the laundry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's two different things. Like in Ottawa, they straight up lied about paperwork, and then they got found out. So like, it was trade player related, right? So they lose their draft pick. I think that's granted. I think you're right. Chicago didn't deal with enough, but it shouldn't be the laundry. It shouldn't be the crest. It shouldn't be like the players involved and the ones that hit it. Wash them, get rid of them. And how many of them are still there right now
in Chicago?
Yeah, that's not like a sarcastic question. I am curious.
I
don't think anyone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone either.
So like it's a brand new franchise.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine if Kyle Beach, met with Chicago tomorrow and they're like, look, we're fucking sorry for what happened and we want to offer you a job in our front office as, one of our mental health advocates. And Kyle Beach is now part of the organization. Do you want to punish that franchise by taking a draft pick? He works for the organization. He's forgiven them.
That happened now, yeah, but I'm talking about before, though. Right when they found out, they did hand out the punishment, remember?
Yeah, I know. I think that should have been way worse. I just don't think it should have been draft related because, like, it's a whole different thing. Like, that should be crime related. Like, I don't think, I think if you take a draft pick, that's like a slap in the wrist. Like, they should be dealt with in a crime related.
It did, but they also did hide it from the league, too, though.
Yeah. Okay, wow. Yeah, I get you. But, like, is a draft pick enough for that?
Well, they got a fine, which they should have, but...
Like, is that enough, though?
Exactly. I don't know, like...
It's just hard to compare those situations because one's just a paperwork, but one is like a fucking big deal.
Yeah.
Like a big deal, like not just like oh man, Ottawa lost the draft pick, Chicago should have lost the draft. No, Chicago should have lost a lot more than just a draft pick.
100% they should have, yeah.
But like the people who are in Chicago aren't there now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think the draft pick is fair, but I also think that maybe more should have happened with the Chicago situation.
At 100%, yeah, you're right.
A lot more.
Just like we're waiting on just the Hockey Canada stuff.
But not like hockey related.
Yeah.
I don't think that kind of stuff goes down to hockey. Like it shouldn't be a penalty or 80 game suspension or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too late now.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
I can't punish my kid because he peed in his diaper when he was 2. He's 8 now. Well, one of them is.
Oh no, you're right, man. You're definitely right. So
don't say I'm right too much. I don't hear that very often at home. I won't know how to react.
I know. I don't hear it often either. So what else? Do we have one last thing to talk about, or is that about it?
Well, everything on my list is pretty much covered, but you didn't give us a story about work.
Oh, you want a story about work, huh?
Well, you always got the best one. Tell the folks at home what you do.
Okay, so for everyone that doesn't know, I'm a driver examiner, so I do the testing services for the Ministry of Ontario. So I give licenses out. You come from me, you go get your G2, you get your G, which is the license.
I'm going to be right back, but you keep talking because I'm still with you.
Okay. So, like I said, I do all those tests. So with that job comes lots and lots of we'll say some scary tests. So this story is not necessarily scary, but it was I did a test to come back. I tell the person they're successful. They look at me after the test and they asked me if they had to have a certain license for an electric vehicle, like a Tesla, because they thought it drove by itself. They shouldn't need to have a license.
What?
Yeah. And then what am I thing that happened today? So I'm doing the highway test. People are getting ready to turn on no highway. And I have a massive 18-wheeler truck coming right at me. I definitely didn't have a brake. So yeah, I had to pull him onto the shoulder. Pull on the shoulder while screaming, brake, brake, brake. Yeah.
So you got a steering wheel but no brake.
No, I don't even get a steering wheel.
Oh
yeah, I'm grabbing the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my go-to is usually I shift into neutral and then grab the wheel.
I've seen some drivers that have like a wheel on both sides and a brake on
Yeah,
both
you'll see
sides.
some of those like in the I think those are like UK ones. But yeah, none of them have
Okay.
it. They got mostly usually just have a brake.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't even have that?
No, not all the time.
Huh. Stressful.
Oh, and man, some of the vehicles people come in though, like it's just stupid. I've looked some of them up,
So
like those
they
Porsche
bring their
SUVs.
own?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like I had this person bring in it's like a Porsche, I think it was like Cayenne or something like that or whatever they are. I looked up the vehicle, it was starting at $250,000. Starting.
They brought that to a driver's test?
Yeah.
Huh. Were they the one that pulled it into the 18-wheeler?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But some of these vehicles like are followed by really, really bad drivers.
Yeah. Well, I've heard, like, listen, you tell me quite a few work stories. I've never heard about a good driver.
No. We
It
get them,
doesn't,
obviously.
yeah, but like clearly, like the bad ones stick out.
Yeah. I'll get people to
What would
come in
you
too,
say the
right?
ratio is?
For what? Like good drivers, bad drivers?
Good to bad, yeah, on a daily basis.
So we actually get like a pass fail rate. Like we get a sheet
Okay.
handed to us every week, and the month of September at a 46% pass rate. I do 20 tests a day. So like 100 tests a week. So about 400 tests a month. So that means I failed over half.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, 54% people I failed. Yeah.
Wow.
It was bad,
That's
man.
insane.
There were some days I'd be doing 20 tests and failing like 14 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like dangerous stuff. Like I've had people almost like take out pedestrians on the road, people trying to lane change through other vehicles.
Oh, oh man. I don't want that stress.
Doesn't even get my heart going anymore, man.
Huh. That's
I just
great.
know how to react. I know it's scary. I know I say it so calmly too.
Yeah.
I don't like
Wow.
it. Which the parents will be like, I told one instructor and I was like, yeah, this has almost happened. Like we literally almost just got hit by a big like truck carrying lumber and bricks and stuff like that going to a job site, going like 50, 60, pulling it in front of him and nearing just getting hit by this thing.
Oh.
And they're complaining to their instructor that they shouldn't have failed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that kind of work. Holy crap.
Oh, we get that from parents all the time, man. How do you guys do this? I go home, smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Crazy though, eh? And the night off with Little Dusty's drivers.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to end it.
Yeah. So what do you say? You think we call her a night?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to an hour. I don't know. It gave me some sort of warning on the screen. I don't know if it did it to you.
I didn't see anything. What did it say?
Something about live. Something about the recording and live. I don't know. And then the time popped up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it here live. We're here. I can end it here. All right. Yeah, let's end it now. Do you want to do the outro for us?
All right. Well, do you see how many people watch?
It shows that we had one person constantly in here.
One person
on
constantly.
Twitch.
Nice.
Yeah, one person live on Twitch.
So people are watching right now.
Yeah, something noise. Yeah.
Well, then we do have to actually do an outro. Thank you to the multiple people who probably popped in tonight. It's been fun talking about hockey and everything else. I don't even remember half the shit we talked about right now, but I will when I watch it back tomorrow.
There we go.
Anyway, this has been fun. And when are we coming back? Next Thursday?
What do you think? We want to do Thursday or we want to do Friday?
It really does not make a difference to me. We could do both, and I don't give a shit.
We can do whatever. We'll post when we're going to be live next week.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right. Well, fucking good to be here.
Yeah. Everybody.
Glad we did this.
All right, bro. We'll see you. Peace.
You listen to what